Hello there. Good. How are you this evening?
When I started music back in 1995, there was no such thing as Skype. Most people didn't have email, so I was really just putting books out there that are available that people could get. But between 1995 and 2000, a lot more people came online, and I was starting to communicate with students and really get them to understand the method better than me just writing it in a book.
Well, your training is difficult, and it usually takes a long time before you're going to get it. But the daily practice will do it for you.
One thing I find when you're teaching students long distance is that you need to stay in touch with them, and students need to realize that they need to stay in touch with you too. One of the main things that happens is you write a book or you make a bunch of videos and a student buys it, and then they interpret it. And unfortunately, it's hard to know every possible way that somebody might think of something, so they might tend to misinterpret something. Well, all you have to do is misinterpret one thing, and now you're practicing the wrong way. And if you're not checking in with me periodically, it's very easy to end up developing bad habits.
Initially it can get harder, but then when you started this you just had a few notes and those seemed hard, so it's all kind of relative. As you keep going, you keep adding in more and more notes that you're trying to identify, and at the beginning it's like, oh my god, I can't do anything right, but then over time you start to get it.
I get students contacting me quite a bit, especially through email. And especially at the beginning too, when they're just starting off with some of my methods, we go back and forth about the best way to practice things, and sometimes I make them be the teacher, and I say, okay, you explain to me how to do this, or how to do the ear training, or how I should be playing something on a guitar, or how I should be thinking of it. And that's a very good way to find out if a student is really understanding the material.
Just to kind of, let's see if you can see my guitar neck. One thing that's much better is that when you're holding it, and
you can easily do a Skype lesson with a student and really talk to somebody that's in Singapore and really straighten them out, because they know they're having problems, or sometimes they don't know they're having problems. Especially when you're trying to show somebody something too. If it's hard to explain how to play a guitar, but you can just hold a guitar and show somebody, and that can, really make all the difference. So a movie's worth 1,000 words, I guess.
What I'm trying to say is the chords are starting to sound good. It's just
I didn't have this when I was growing up. I grew up, pre-internet, and I had a lot of things that I learned, and I learned them wrong, and it took me a long time to undo it. So I feel like I should give back to the musician out there that's hoping to be a great musician, and try to help them. Nothing takes the place of a private lesson, but Skype comes close. And it can happen anywhere in the world.